Hello everyone, how you doing today? Thought I'd take another look at the workshop. Had some different creations by various authors. The very first one here is the EC534, and this is by author. It's listed different on the workshop as it is on the description here. So I'll read the one on the description. Is Don 2K7, and this is a size class 8 asymmetrical carrier. It does have some guns and weaponry on it as well. Very cool design. Yeah, especially got to throw in some kudos for asymmetrical creations. They do take longer to build. They're typically more complicated on the interior, especially and the exterior, to make it look right and fly right and all that other fun stuff. This looks like it has a nice setup to it. Definitely reminds me of the MCR and Draper a little bit. Similar styling, I should say shaping. I do like how the thrusters were done, how they're kind of sitting down in here. That is definitely pretty cool. I like this back area here too, and all the complexities and things going on right below there, and this area here, that looks pretty neat, almost like it's a thruster in itself. Nice looking control tower bridge area. So let's jump in here a minute and see what's going on here. So we definitely have a lot of space to park vehicles. Ships, HVs, SVs, really small CVs if you can fit them in here. And it looks like our layout's pretty good too. Now this is kind of neat. So we've got some boarding ramps that actually go, oh, this goes down to a room below. Well, maybe I don't want to do that yet. That's interesting. So there's a deck below the hangar. Huh. Neat. So we've got some side thruster over there. Let's go explore a little bit here. What we got in this section here? We've got looks like a pretty thruster rooms, some crew rooms. This kind of opens up to the hangar. So yeah, beyond the glass there, you've got crew that actually chills out and sits there. That's kind of cool. Cool place for crew rooms. Quite a few of them along the way here. I like how the ceiling was done using the those specific blocks with that texture. That looks pretty good. A lot of rooms along the side here. So then this does obviously go down. Oh, it looks like at the front of the hangar we have a production room. Very cool. I'll have to take a look at how much storage is on this ship in total as well. So we got like a constructor output over here. We'll take a look at the F4 menu in a bit here. Ceiling's nicely detailed. Let me do a light check real quick. I'll put it at nighttime briefly here to see what we look like. Okay, so we don't have, we got some lights in here, but not a whole lot. But yeah, it does look nice where you just see the texture lights shining through, and then the red along the sides kind of really stands out as well. Ah, very cool, very cool. Yeah, get sunlight back in here. And we have some other, looks like some storage along the side here. And a medical area, medical armor locker section there. Let's go check out this now. So this goes down to area below here. Looks like we got potential places to put some other things. And also access to some, I believe, some rear thrusters. Or are those the front? No, those would be the reverse thrusters there. That's kind of neat. Yeah, going down right through the hangar. You could probably get some small, well, maybe some small creations down in there if you were gonna try to park them down there. But you got plenty of space up in the main hangar here as well. And now I'm seeing too, there's a second floor to the crew section here. Oh, look at this. This is cool. We have a teleporter. Activates nicely with the sensor over there. Great power savings. Ah, cool looking ceiling. And a stairway, and this would get us to the second floor of crew rooms, I do believe. Coming down through here. Oh yeah, very nice. And what do we got going on over here? Okay, we got a gravity generator. It looks like warp core and CPU room over here. And holy smokes, another big area. So it looks like a big cafeteria lounge type area, mess hall. So quite a few NPCs around here too. Some security. Got a nice bathroom area. Yeah, looks like more like yeah, for a crew. Go all the way out the other way here. All right. So we've been here. Yep, and is the cool room. Let's go up here. Yeah, so this gets us up to the flight deck here. What's a lot of docking space and docking space for larger creations here. Could get some small CVs on the flight deck easy enough. Go back in here a minute and just go up to this. Okay, so we got some ammo storage as well as a detector off the elevator there. And then we get up to the bridge here. So we got our pilot seat. Looks like some more crew. A couple alternative pilot seat, I do believe. Plus some crew members here. I like the view, like looking out over the flight deck. Some extra smaller sentry guns there, as well as some turrets. We also got some launchers on this, I do believe, right up front here. So a 6-pack of artillery launchers and some lights over there. And it looks like on this side we've got a couple miners. Am I saying that right? No, advanced laser cannons. My bad. Very, very cool. Looks like it would get the job done, you know, moving around a bunch of vehicles. Hull material looks like we're hardened steel. Checking around the front, I'll just see if there's any fluctuation in that. But it looks like it's pretty much solid hardened steel for the exterior. So we've got some, just checking out the thruster situation here. So we've got 4 large lift thrusters on the back. And it looks like another 4 on the front. So we got 8 large lift thrusters, hardened steel construction. Let me, whoops, wrong button. Let me check the storage on here. So we've got a couple ammo boxes, ammo controller with 304K, plus the 2 ammo boxes. So that's kind of neat. So constructor input is another 320K. Output is 121K. Then we have a regular storage bay on here as well at 320K. And some various other storage containers and boxes, fridges, medical stuff. Yeah, it looks like it's definitely set up for some gameplay. Let's take a look at some other specs on here. So it's size class 8, barely, almost a size class 7 if it was 0.4 less, 0.3 less technically. Size class 8, no RCS, 21 hour and 9 minute build time. We've got 4 flak turrets, 6 artillery cannons, 3 cannon turrets, 4 missile turrets, detectors, some sentry guns, minigun, 2 advanced laser cannons on here. Med bay, oxygen tanks, generators, 23 fuel tanks. So a lot of fuel tanks on here. Should be once you fill it up, it should keep going for quite a while. Spec wise, looks like it has decent forward thrust here. It doesn't have a huge amount of storage on here, and it's hardened steel construction, so I don't think it would have any issues moving the cargo. You know, if you fill it up with a lot of creations, I think it would do pretty decent. I think it would be able to get around. So if it had a huge amount of storage on here, I would say it might have issues. But it's got some decent storage, but it's not a huge, like, you know, it's not running like 320K storage bays or anything like that. So not too bad at all. Very nice. Anyway, again, this is the EC534, and it is by author Don 2K7. And the reason why it was kind of tripping me up is the workshop creation says the author name, at least from the Steam Workshop page, says the author name is SaDGrrLPxxLz. I didn't want to try to say that, so yeah, I don't know how to say words like that. But on to the next one here. This is the where'd it go? This is the Hawker Xcv Fighter, and this is by Medrall. It is a Xeno creation, so you can kind of tell by the materials on the shell of it that we're looking at, I think, pretty solid Xeno. Are you showing me anything here? There we go. Yeah, Xeno blocks. So lightweight and strong. So this one, obviously, you can kind of tell by the looks of it that this is a combat CV, as it says. So that is what it's definitely for, and it looks like we've got some laser cannons in the mix, a bunch of turrets all along the sides here, and top and bottom, as well as solar. So this is definitely a Reforged Eden creation. Looks like it would get the job done too. There's quite a lot of firepower on here, and we also have a set of drill modules. Not sure why the one's not open, but we'll activate that to have it join his buddies. Oh, it doesn't want to. How weird is that? Active. No? I don't know. I don't know on that one. That's weird. Well, the others are all activated. Can't even activate that one. That's weird. Might be some random bug or something. I'm not sure. But yeah, cool looking design. Obviously, this is built for function. Interesting thing too, it looks like it is top dockable. So it looks like you could pull this on the top side of another CV and park it. And the turret layout positions all look pretty good. So none of them are blocked. Everything should be able to shoot around the others. Even this artillery is cool because although there is a turret here, this is like a 1-height turret. This is a 2-height turret. This should technically work and fire over the 1-height turret in front of it. So I don't see any issues with turrets whatsoever. Let's take a look at the inside here. Just want one last look at the top here. So that's pretty interesting. So we got a nice hangar spot. Looks like we got a repair bay, some storage controllers right on the side. What do we got over here? Looks like some useful stuff. We got our armor locker and armor repair, shower, med bay, gravity generator. That's pretty crazy. Looks like that is our warp core box, made out of glass windows in an unusual way that I don't think I've seen quite before. Detector and our long-range radar up there for Reforged Eden only. Oh yeah, we've got a nice grow plot area here. Looks like 36 grow plots in this section here, plus a constructor, fridges, and food processor, and more constructors. Well, another constructor there, and there, and a detector. Oh yeah, okay. We had the long-range radar back there. That hops up over here. A couple RCS. And another controller over here. So let's go in the front here. So this is looks like our pilot seat here, and you're surrounded by your CPU cores for the ship here. Nice LCD on the or display on there. Let me check the P menu options here a minute. So if we've got some, yeah, long-range radar, big kaboom, shield fight, generator fight, off drills on, okay, space defense, planet defense, sleep mode, guns or drills, spotlights. Wow, this has a lot of P menu controls on it, so it's really set up to. It kind of looks like a lot of these turrets are set up so you can manually turn these on, just depending on the scenario. Now, this is kind of an issue with playing the game a lot. Is different battles you might want to be targeting different things with different turrets and kind of configure your ship to do so you can be more effective in the battle. And it looks like this was done on this one. So a lot of individual controls, like you might now want to be running some of these turrets if you're fighting certain things, and run other things if you're, and so on and so forth. And then it kind of blends that in with this, all of these. Now I would have to almost get an owner's manual to know exactly what every one of these does. I don't know if you can tell a turret through a switch or a signal to fire on a particular thing. Like if I wanted to tell, it would be really cool. Say I wanted to take all my plasma turrets here, and then I want to say, hey, I want you to go after the generators. Oh, look at that. So yeah, it caused some things going on. So I turned on some. Oh yeah, we're in combat mode now. Sleep mode is off. Interesting way to do it. Oh, and it shuts down some blast doors below. And then there's a combat switch. Interesting. Yeah, it would be interesting to see how this does. I bet you it does pretty good in game, shooting down the enemy ships and so on. So we've got a lot of Xeno in here. It looks like we've got some decoy parts built in here as well. And it gives you access to this area here. Yeah, decoy. Yeah, decoy gen. Okay. Yeah, looks like we do the job. Very cool creation. Let's take a look at a couple things here. I got a nicely set up storage area here. So we've got quite a few different bays, harvest in and out. So we have harvest on here as well. I didn't even see those. 320K there. Cargo and reserve 320. Probably some boxes for some of this. Drop loot box to another 320K. Ammo craft fuel in and out 320. Reserve. Okay, so reserve looks like boxes. Miscellaneous. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I wish there was a way to, I wish the game would just add up all the combined storage and give you a number. That would be kind of neat. But we at least have 5 320K storage on here, plus some extra boxes and things like that, and they're all labeled. Very cool. Definitely set up for gameplay usage for the role of attacking things, and a bit of a carrier too, with the hangar, and it looks like a landing area on the top of the ship. Very cool. Very cool. Again, this is well, here spec wise. Okay, CPU. It looks like it would need more CPU core blocks installed in here right off the gates. There might be something in the description about that as well, but it would need some quantum cores or auxiliary cores to hit the 4.3 million CPU needed for the ship. But with the amount of guns on it, you would expect that. You just can't put that many guns on a ship with 2.1 million CPU typically, unless it didn't have anything else in it. But this has, production and farming and everything else, plus solar, and that's kind of a nice touch too. So it hopefully would use less power than normal. I'm sure you'd still have to put some fuel in it, but just not as much. So, all right, very cool. Next couple creations here. This one over here is the Leukothea mining SV, and this is by author Movado. And yeah, this looks like a nice little mining SV. Very detailed. I like the, got a lot of texture light going on it. And we've got our 6 mining drills. Looks like some various like armor lockers or O2 and armor right near the front. I guess probably be fairly convenient. I bet you it doesn't have an interior. Yep. So it's probably just cargo storage on the inside. With the thrusters on here, it looks like it's really set up to move a pretty big load and whatnot on here. Let's take a look at this harvest controller. So a little over 20k harvest storage on here. Not seeing any other weaponry. Oh yeah, I am. Yeah, so we also have that. Very cool. We got a couple turrets, so one on the bottom, one on the top. Imagine this would have an ammo box in it somewhere as well. Probably up here. Yep. Okay, so about 2k ammo. So yeah, it looks like it's set up kind of probably, by the looks of these thrusters, I would say more of a high G miner, SV miner, which could serve a lot of purpose in like some endgame binding, especially planet side, going after different resources and things like that. And it supposedly can bore, make itself tunnels as well, and tunnel into the mining node. Ah, very cool. Let's take a look at some specs here. So, hour and 53-minute build time. We just have our the six drills, 2 miniguns, a detector. CPU-wise, it's pretty good. I'm surprised the CPU is as low as it is, seeing all the thrusters on here, but it is. So we're only looking at like a 25,000 CPU, using about a little over 24,000 of that. So it's not trying to break the bank by any stretch. Just looks like a good functional SV miner. Probably looks pretty neat at night too. I see a lot of glowies, so we're gonna have to turn on the lights here. Take a look at you in the dark. Yeah, very nice. So yeah, if you're looking for a good SV miner, give this one a try and see how it does. It looks like it would do the job well. Looks like it would be able to move the cargo, fill up the box, and have some defense as well, plus some general function that you might want, O2, armor, locker, things like that. I don't know if I'm missing any other function-based pieces on here, like a fridge or things like that. I don't see anything like that, but it's a miner. You shouldn't really need all that when you're out mining. Anyway, very cool. Again, by Movado. With all these videos that I do, the links to the workshop or the Steam workshop creations will be in the video description. So next on the list here is this guy. This is the Darkscar MK7, and this is by Scarface 242, and this is a oh, sorry. Yeah, I paused there for a second. I'm just kind of looking at what you are here, and yeah, it's kind of small, but I think this is a no, laser cannons. Yeah, it kind of looks like we're it's a nice SV. Oh, that looks pretty cool inside. I like the use of displaying a lot of these cargo boxes, things like that, with the red, white, and black with some texture lights. Got our clone generator, constructor, med bay, armor locker. Looks like we've got some storage on here. Regular storage, a bunch of cargo boxes, O2 tanks, and then your pilot seat up over here. Nice. Kind of what? We have quite a bit of weaponry. It's mostly retracted right now. Let me take a look at the P menu. See if we got any options there, or well, probably just the main one here. Let me turn this on. Now this might be for vanilla because I believe this would check out just fine for vanilla. Where Reforged Eden, it would need some more CPU blocks added to it, I do believe. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I like the shape and design of it. How it's kind of divided in the front here. Almost looks like a tank. That's when I was first looking at it, I was like, is this actually an HV? So I was looking for HV thrusters on there. I should have known when obviously it says SV. But yeah, and then we got a nice turret on the top. Turrets all over the place. Looks pretty cool. Let's take a look at some specs on here. So 5 hour and 34-minute build time. It is amazing, that on like SVs and HVs, for some reason, they seem like they disproportionately take a long time to build versus a CV. CVs are generally bigger. But I've seen like build times on a lot of these smaller vessels that get very high, where you could be spawning in a CV, that's bigger in a shorter amount of time on this. Not necessarily, but probably be more expensive too. CVs typically will cost you more resources. But wow, this has a lot of fuel in it. 32 fuel tanks. 6 generators. And it is a hover vessel. Wait. I thought I really screwed this one up. It is a hover vessel. Where are the hover engines? That's why I'm getting so confused on this one. It's like I thought it was a different kind of creation. I don't see the hover engines on here. But I also don't see any lift thrust. So it must be a hover tank. Let's go take this thing around. Now, obviously, I think this is going to be for vanilla. And I'm in Reforged Eden right now, and it looks like, yeah, I'm probably killing the CPU and everything else. So I'm sure it performs way, way better for what it was meant to be performing in. So I just wanted to fly this around a little bit. So yeah, this is a tank. I don't know why I thought it was an SV. And at first I thought it was a CV too. So, I mean, I gotta say, it could be a lot of things. And I don't think I'm gonna make it back up there from this side. Hold on, yeah. I feel compelled to park it back out on the platform here. Yeah, cool looking tank. Sorry, I kind of screwed this one up. It just, was trying to figure out what it was, and I gotta assume that the hover engines on this one are just kind of buried into the hull a little bit where they're not visible. I will look again though. Let's just keep it off the ground a little bit. And obviously it seems a little sluggish right now, but again, this is definitely going to be a vanilla build. It would need way more CPU for Reforged Eden, and I'm sure it's quite quick probably here with or decently fast with vanilla. Oh, I like how the thrusters are pointing inwards over here. Reverse thrust, yeah. It's not using any of the big Reforged Eden's only thrusters either. So, oh yeah, there are hover engines. There's, I missed them. There's some right there visible and some over there. Pretty small hover engines though for the size vehicle it is. I don't know how that would impact it, but obviously it can get off the ground. I parked all silly here. Let me straighten you out. I'll land you again. Okay. Oh, I guess it didn't land. I thought I was landing. Wait a minute. Let me try that again. Okay, down, 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 down. Are we landed? There we go. Yeah, really cool. Cool shape and design. Yeah, I probably should have showed this one in vanilla. It had a better idea on its capability and function. But I do like the color setup too. The red, black, and white mixture of colors, and how the shaping is too. It's definitely pretty cool. I'm a little concerned about the hover engines on here. I'm not sure if those are big enough or enough of them, but it very well could be. Again, it's for vanilla. I haven't built anything specifically for vanilla in quite a while, so I'm a little in the dark on the vanilla builds this day and time. But again, the Dark Scar MK7 by Scarface242. Next creation is the Chimaera RE, and this is by author Ente, or Ent. This looks really cool. This looks really cool. Pretty exotic styling, but a very cool exotic styling, where it's split up into 3 different sections on the front here, each with a barrage of looks like artillery. Now, this might be more of a sniper role type of creation, combat sniper. That's a lot of artillery power. So when this thing got in within range, it could. Geez, how many are we looking at here? So we got, looks like a group of 9 there, and another 6 on each side. Is that 23? I'll look at the specs here in a little bit, but plus some general defensive turrets as well along the side. Looks like some on the bottom, and various places on the ship here. Looks like you got some pretty good strafing thrust too, and some big lift thrust, forward thrust. Got a hangar in there too. Very cool design and shape. I like the looks of this quite a bit. The front end looks really sick. Oh, look at this bridge. Oh, look at that glass in there. Oh, yeah, that looks cool. Just kind of like look all around from inside of here. Oh, I like the wavy shaping up here too. I sort of started with the bridge on this one, but we'll definitely check out the rest of the ship here. But yeah, that's pretty cool how these lines are set up here. A deco, it's very detailed. And the glass, big open glass area. That's definitely cool. So, this would be a fun one to take out and shoot some stuff up with it. Especially with the fixed, the big time artillery launchers on it. And the crew, yeah, I like how this is done. It's just it's got a really unique look to it, but it looks nice. Ooh, this room's no exception. So all the styling goes straight across into here. A lot of use of some curvy blocks for walls, and mixed with texture lights and other parts and detail and whatnot. So this thing has offline protection. Our gravity on this side looks like fridge and food processor. Constructor over here, a little bit of area to sit down and chill. Got O2 coming through. Any other unique functional parts here? Okay, so then we got a maintenance area in back. Give you access to the thrusters. Of course, in maintenance areas, you'd want to either turn off the thrusters first or deal with some heat if the thrusters are on. Teleporter set to a nice sensor. That's kind of like one of my weird things too. Ever since I learned it, it's like every time I see a teleporter, I've got to make sure it turns on when you walk up to it, because if it doesn't, it sucks a lot of power out of your ship for no reason when it's sitting there. So you definitely always want to put these on a sensor or an on-off switch or something. Medical bay over here, very cool. Got some green in here. So it looks like we have all our medical pieces plus O2 and the regular health med bay. Another constructor on this side. We have all our cores, CPU cores, and the main core of the ship over here, and then another maintenance shaft out the back. Let's go down the elevator here to the hangar level. Ooh, this looks really cool. Yeah, look at that. That's slick. Got a different look and style that I can't say I've necessarily seen yet in the game, and it's a cool one. Just do the light thing on it. Yeah, that looks nice. Very detailed. I love when you just do so much with the ceiling and the walls and everything that you look at, and the floors. Got some different textures on there as well. Oh wow, that's interesting looking. Here's our warp core. It's got a pretty interesting wall there. Very Art Deco. Some nice LCDs out and about here too. That looks cool. So warp core LCD next to the warp core. Imagine that. And here's our person that controls the warp. And O2 using the round one like that. That's pretty interesting. Yeah, I like that. I like this over here. That looks pretty cool. Get the lights back on here a second. And obviously we can see some generators through the walls there. Let me take one of these side rooms, and oh yeah, we can get to them too. So we've got more access to internal thrusters plus the generators. And it looks like another maintenance area over here. This one's a little more sprawling. Seeing a bunch of cargo extensions over here. We'll take a look at the cargo on this. Oh, I like the subfloor here. That's pretty cool. Oh, elevator going down in there. Wow, this is quite a extensive area. So it looks like it's the ship is designed in a way that gives you access to I would say most of the internal parts, or the thrusters and things like that throughout. That is pretty cool. If you take some damage, you can sit inside your ship and use the multi-tool and repair it in the field. Have a nice idea. I like that. And seeing through the floor like that, all the better. Oh, we got way over here. Okay. Oh yeah, quite a lot of space over there. Back into a generator room. Oh, very cool ship. And we're back up to the this glorious bridge here. Plus it's got medical over here too. So yeah, it looks like it's set up quite well. Let's take a look at its storage first. So we got an ammo controller at 320k, another one at 320k, and another one at 320k. See, I wouldn't doubt that though. I think it would need a lot of ammo. Because those artillery launchers shoot some pretty heavy, big ammo, and there's a lot of them on this creation. So beyond the ammo controllers, it looks like we just have some standard cargo boxes, and then a fridge. So 320k for ammo alone. Makes sense though. Makes sense on the type of ship that this is. It doesn't, It's even got a hangar though, which is kind of cool, and it's interesting how it's fit up here. It's obviously not probably a good hangar for HVs, but if you're going to park some SVs there, that's wonderful. I don't think you're going to park anything on the top, but we also have solar panels incorporated into the build. This is a Reforged Eden build, obviously even the name says that. CPU wise, this one's going to need some quantum or auxiliary cores as well. But it does have the stock Reforged Eden cores in it already. But it does need to get to just a hair over 5 million CPU, or right around there. Artillery cannons are 21 on this, so that is a lot of artillery cannons. That'd be fun to probably quite devastating. Can't imagine too many ships getting hit with 21 artillery cannons in a volley, and liking that very much, especially if their shields were down. That could be rough. Looks like we got some alternative, some extra places to add more turrets as well, or you could probably find some open area along here pretty easily to plug in some more turrets as well. But it's got some mark locations as well. Very cool build. Very cool. I would call this a combat sniper, just on its general thing. And I think it would be a fun ship to fly around and blow up stuff with. Hopefully make short work of most things, especially if you knew where to shoot them at. Anyway, awesome work on that. So, all right, last thing I want to do on the video, I'm going to just fly straight up into space. I'll show you an update on where I'm at on this dreadnought. I got a lot more done. I didn't get a video out yesterday for it like I wanted to. Again, I had some issues with things. I know I got the ship here. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? I thought it was right here. Oh, no, I can't find it. Maybe I shouldn't have pre-spawned it. I gotta be like right on top of it. Oh, I don't know. Here, I'll just respawn it. Never liked the mapping up there. It's yeah, I always found it very. Oh, there it is. Well, now that I respawned it, but we'll just go to the one that I spawned originally. I thought it was directly above the landing pad, but somehow I ended up over there. All right, so changes that have been done since the last time. Quite a few things. In fact, almost all the interior is done now, except I'm polishing and tweaking and working on other things. Now, other things I did do is it's got gravity throughout the ship. I went through the oxygen thing, so it's got a lot of different compartmentalized oxygen areas that all have O2 now. Wi-Fi throughout the ship. Gravity throughout the ship. I had to add another gravity generator. I wasn't exactly looking forward to, but I did put it in. Was not really problematic at all. These lower areas are about the same. Most all the changes were done on the upper areas. Now I started adding a bit of color to this as well. Here, let me here, I'll just pop through the floor here. So up by the secure bridge, I did. I'm still working on this. I realized I'm missing a key component, and that is O2, and the medical bay itself. So I got to restructure this little section of function. And when I was talking about adding color, I didn't want to go overboard with color. I mean, little areas. So like a little red right there at the doors, and a little red right along the secure bridge on the front. Stuff like that. The farms, I removed the grow plots and kind of textured that area. Added some color to each farm. So this is the blue farm. It's got some blue accents around on it. Just again to give it a little bit of color. This area is awfully plain yet. I'll have to work on what I'm going to do for the center areas of the farms. The other side has a green farm. So you know what farm you're in. There's a blue and there's a green. It's just an excuse for color. All right, so when we get to this area, this section, it's got a little bit more populated, and I added in a little bit of blue here. Now, my idea before release, now I probably won't get this done when, next week when I plan on bringing it into game play to test it out, but where you see these blue areas here, there's a really awesome opportunity to add some neat, like almost advertising or like information LCDs, like a 2x2 ones across there, and that's kind of what I'd love to do. But I'd have to make a couple LCDs or up to 4 different LCDs at that size. I'll go through the LCD creations by other authors to see if something else would work there as well, but I kind of want to almost put in some like homeworld advertisement or something like that, you know, to put you in the mood. I don't know. Add a little lure into it. A little bit of color along here as well. This floor here I revamped up quite a bit. I lessened down the center section, so these angled hallways are no longer near as long as they were, and this whole thing is a lot smaller. I still wanted to keep it because it was holding a gravity generator and a Wi-Fi here. So it's just like a little maintenance room. Started to get some decorations in here and some consoles and some other thingies, some stuff there. And the ceiling, I had fun with the ceiling. One thing that I think this is the first time I've done it quite like this, but because I had another row of blocks above, I was able to like put in some piping and then like frames, so that this piping actually like runs all the way through the solid blocks and over here. I thought that was kind of neat, just to add in something to look at on the ceiling. And then I'm sharing some areas with the Xeno blocks That's why you got the discolored blocks in that section. I have tweaked the lights a little bit more, but they're not, I don't know. Some things might get dressed up yet. I haven't added in any LCDs in here. I do plan on directory LCDs and stuff like that I just have not gotten around to yet. That's coming. That's kind of like the end things. These hallways over here. I've got a couple like vacant rooms like this. Like you could put stuff in here, but I didn't really do anything in there. And it's sharing Xeno. That's why you've got the black wall over there again. All right, so the crew sections. Let's go over to this side. I got this part done up now. So here is the general crew area. Come on, Dora, quit freaking out. It's the only thing I don't like about doors. I almost don't want to put doors in ships anymore, but because they keep opening and closing, and if you're following somebody, they'll close in your face all the time, which sucks. So we got a couple toilets over here. And the way this area is set up is this is general crew. So this is your nothing special crew members all fit in here, and they can share their bunk beds. They can go to the bathroom over there, prepare something at the little kitchen. If they want to take a shower, they have to go down to the shower room, which is over here. And I've got multiple showers in this section. This is supposed to be a little place to put your clothes. I don't know. Then you kind of now this goes all around the cafeteria area or the mess hall below, and then you have your some of your officer rooms. They're nothing special. Like these guys aren't. The whole idea with the race is they're not going to have lounges and things like that in their ships because they're hardcore. They're just they're out there shooting stuff, and they're not very keen on entertainment. So. It's so we've got our three of these better rooms. This one's shared again a little bit with bunk beds. And you come over here, you've got some lockers. This area, the ceiling's awfully flat and boring, but I'm dealing with a very small area, and there's a lot of blocks that I cannot alter on the hall up above. Got like a little sitting area over here with I got to put some doors over there. Yeah, this is like a fourth crew room for probably the captain. This one's the biggest of the bunch, believe it or not, or the nicest of the crew rooms. So, and then it kind of just gets over to a little some servers and thingies over here. So that area is kind of filled out. There's been multiple other areas I've been like running around just kind of tweaking. Oh yeah. Let me go back down through the main hallway here and proceed forward to the this area. Now I've got one of these rooms over here tweaked out. This room really is holding like almost nothing in it. It's just there's stuff to look at, but it does smack in a gravity generator over here, which I needed up front. The one in the center I showed before was too far away, and where you would lose gravity at the tip of the ship, which is basically coming into here. Now I changed the coloring in this room a little bit. I wanted to see what red would look like for the brig or the prison area. Yeah, I don't mind the red either. So it's got red lasers, and I didn't put in red lighting necessarily in here, but that kind of stuff. Let's see. I do like how the lights are kind of like lighting up in front of your way. I was trying to tune these in so they had the right distance and things like that. So when you come around, it'll pre-light the area before you get there a little bit. But sometimes you can watch it doing it, and sometimes it kind of makes a little bit neater effect. And like since all the lights are on the sensors now, you no longer have that light bleed through. So when I walk into this area, I don't have red glowies going on. But how I set this up, and this actually kind of works, when you're going to get into a high heat zone, like going down into the thrusters over here, you start walking down the stairs, but as soon as you get close, then you got the red light. This is basically indication that you are entering a danger zone. And I think that's kind of how I want to assume the lighting will work with red, means danger. So yeah, there are places like over here you're going to fry if these thrusters are on, things like that. But it's an engineering section, and this is just to give you thruster access And it was either that or fill this area in. And I kind of wanted to keep it open. Then we can get all the way back down to the rear hangar over here. So things that I've got left to do on the ship. Right now, I'm kind of starting to get into like what I like to call final detail, and that's where I'll go through like each area and try to tweak and enhance the looks of it. Oh, I also finished off these rooms up above the hangar and got that hallway set up better too. So, yeah, it's getting close to complete. It really is. There's not that much more to go. I've got all the main systems in place. I've got to do something about maybe I'll put some blast doors or something in front of the decoy parts over there, or not have the decoy parts and allow people to put in their own decoy parts. But even though this one's bigger and only set for a turret, stuff like that. But yeah, it's getting there. There's a lot of little tweaks and things I want to do throughout the ship yet. I have not dealt with this area here, the Smuggler's Bay, which actually, and then there's another section below part of the hangar and this midsection that I have not done anything with or provide any access to get to yet. But that's on the opposite side of where the Smuggler's Bay is. Now I'm trying to think on how I'm going to provide access to the Smuggler's Bay. The easiest solution would be to have this elevator go down another block, which drops you right into it, but that's kind of easy. That wouldn't be very hidden that way, would it? So I'll have to figure out something with that. But yeah, up here too, I do plan on adding something here too. What I'm trying to do is this room, I wasn't planning on it originally, but it's like a fulcrum point. It's like this gets you to the front of the ship. You're right next to the secure bridge. You've got a lot of storage in the air, well, ammo bays. And I'm trying to provide in so you could just hang and chill here and do your crafting work. But there's not quite enough constructors as I would like. It's got two big constructors and a bunch of ammo boxes. So I kind of wanted to make this area just feels right to me. It's just like this is probably where I'd hang out in the ship most of the time. Now, yes, you could go down to the hangar, either the front or the rear hangar, and do some crafting like down in this section over here, which is perfectly fine too. But you are farther away from the bridge. So if you were down here doing something and your ship started getting shot at, you'd have to proceed up this elevator to this floor, and then you actually got to get in the other elevator, and then you can enter the secure bridge. Now the secure bridge, I plan on doing some LCD work and some block changes too. I don't particularly like my blocks I got going on right now. I think I can do a lot better with the ceiling and this little structure over here, and try to enhance this. So that's something else that's coming too. On the top floors here, the room below the bridge is very vacant yet. Don't know what to put in here, really. This goes out to the front landing pad, which is over here. Well, from the outside, the bridge has a little bit of LCDs now, and I changed the glass around a little bit on the front, basically the coloring of it, just trying to make this look neat. I have not decorated the bridge yet. I did add in a teleporter, but maybe I'll juice up the thing. And yes, it does turn on when you walk over it. A little bit of red lines over here. Again, just trying to get some subtle color in here. But basically, I've got to do something with these sections on the side of the bridge. Try to get some more neat stuff down in here. Maybe some functional stuff as well. Yeah, it's about it. I mean, I don't really have any more unfinished rooms. Well, I'll take that back. Let me head up front one more time. And I went too far down. I've got, jeez, yeah, it's getting big, and I'm getting lost a lot too. So I already did show that room. On the opposite side over here, you have a very open room of nothingness. I did some walls and stuff like that, but it's just largely empty. maybe I'll leave it like that. Just say that it's an empty room. So we have another big empty room over here as well. So that is 2 big spaces of empty rooms, and this on the other side here, I got to finish this off yet too, so do more with it. This is not empty. It actually has something in here, but this area here is weak, and part of the problem that I've got too is I got so much Xeno in here that kind of problematic, when you're trying to do up a room like this works, the black, but I didn't necessarily want to have a big square black box right there. But if I can think of something to put there, or just leave it open. Again, there's a lot of space on this ship to add stuff all over the place. I thought, and that actually goes through to the one farm here. It's kind of weird too. I don't know if this, I don't mind having the door there, I guess, but I don't really see any purpose why you'd want to go up the backside of the farm into this room. It doesn't really line up. And I originally was going to have the hallways go right through here too, but then it's like, okay, now you're going from the farm into an engineering area. That I wouldn't think that would be, legit. I don't think you would see something like that on a real ship, Well, you wouldn't see a farm on a real ship anyway. But anyway, that's where it's at, and I will. At that note, I'll keep on working on this. The next video I do on this will probably be a preview video, because now it's just a few days of LCDs and tweaking and finishing up things and trying to make every little nook and cranny the way I want it. Another change I made is I altered the core rooms a little bit. I brought the wall out further, so these have more space in them, and then added a bit of light in here too. You have core rooms on either side of the ship. I did fill in some more open areas of the ship. Looking at spec wise, I did cross over the 21. I'm now at 23. It's coming out exactly how I had hoped. The overall size class, I wanted to hard limit at 24. By the time I get the rest of the deco and things in here, I think it'll be just about right for once. So I actually come out to the size class that I predicted or was shooting for. And that is with getting a lot more detail in here, but still there's more detail and more things to do, especially with the LCDs. I think that'll dress up areas neatly too. It's just something that's lacking yet. All right, well anyway, you all have yourself a good day, and I will talk to you later.